we have one more way we're going to show you to do some muffins. And this is the easiest and fastest way of all if you have the storage in your fridge. This is a recipe that makes 5 dozen muffins in a little bigger container than this. Then you can store them in your fridge for up to 2 months. All you have to do now is just spoon them out and pop them in your prepared muffin tins, and you're all set to go. These are ever-ready oat bran muffins. I put another recipe in your book that is called wheat germ banana muffins. That is exactly the same method. We make them up exactly the way we did before with the muffin method. The dry things go in one bowl and the wet things go in another. You mix them, except you're handling large quantities. Use any big bowl you have or a big soup kettle or whatever you can to mix them up. Then store them in your fridge just in this form. This is the fastest and easiest way to make muffins. The longer that your muffin mix is in the fridge, you'll find that it gets darker and darker across the top. Don't worry about it, stir it up. It's just the baking soda that's in it, and it doesn't hurt it one speck. We can put these will take a little longer because they're cold out of the fridge, so the cooking time on these is 20 minutes to 25 minutes instead of 15 to 20, and it's just because they're a cold batter that's come out of the fridge. So I'll pop these in the oven. And there went my dinger for the bran muffins, so let's have a test now and see how they are. A test for doneness is to touch your finger on the top, and if it springs back like a sponge, then they're done. If you wait until you stick a toothpick or something down in them, which some people try to do, that's the cake test, but not cookies or muffins. Muffins, if you wait until a toothpick is dry coming out, you've overcooked them and you'll have dry muffins. The timer went. I think they're done. We'll get rid of these, but we'll get the oven door closed as fast as we can because we don't want to lose heat for the other ones. The muffins that are out of the oven now, we want to let them sit for 2 or 3 minutes, just enough time to let the steam out of them. If we try to tip them now, they're going to break apart because there's too much steam in them. But if we leave them too long, they're going to stick. So try and remember, just a couple of minutes or 3 minutes, 5 at the most, to give them a chance to let the steam escape. I think these look as if they feel as if they're cool enough for tipping. So take a knife, just a very gently knife, and do a little test. Pull them around and give them a little tip. Good. Look at the way they just popped out. So I've hit it exactly right. If they wouldn't, if they feel as if they're sticking, then they haven't let the steam out enough. Sometimes you have to go around and loosen them a little bit more, but you can get them. This is a good recipe. They pop. I usually just leave them like that for a while, or we can move them. These are cool enough that we can move them right onto a cooling rack. And then we can get busy washing up our containers. I think I still have a little bit more time for these others. And I don't want to touch them because when they're rising, it's a very critical stage in baking to not open the oven door. So I've got 5 more minutes, and I think they will take 5 more minutes. These are the 3 different ways to make muffins that we did just a few moments ago, and here they are all out of the oven. This is the bran muffin made completely from scratch. That's what they look like inside. This is the muffin, which is the whole wheat muffin mix that we stored in a container, and all you had to do was mix up the liquid ingredients, throw in whatever you wanted in the way of a banana or grated carrot or blueberries, and that's what they look inside. And this is the ready mix batter that was in the refrigerator. All we had to do was put it in the muffin pans and put it in the oven, and there we are. 3 different ways to have muffins ready whenever we need them. For snacks, breakfast, bedtime snacks, lunch boxes, little gems.